Iniong. And Gina opens up the right hand down the center corridor, and again. Incredible crowd support for Gina Iniong here in Bangkok. Gut punching right hand from Gina.
Straight right hand is working real well. She's found a hole in the body and the head here of the guard of Jihin Ranzuan. And apparently Team Lakai has changed their shirts. I don't know how I feel about this, Michael.
They're still red, Mitch. They're still red.
Not on Bob, I don't know. I don't like this.
Gina throwing the right hand constantly here. Then goes on the inside. Overhand elbow from Iniong. A six-time Philippine Wushu champion taking it up to the world champion. Underhooks here, knee there from Ranzuan. Backed into the corner. Referee Ken Cheng keeping an eye on the action. Certainly a strong start from Gina Iniong.
Good move by Ranzuan to tie up the arms, get into the clinch, slow Gina down because Gina was starting to get tiny with that straight right hand. She was going after the head and the body very well.
Along the way to winning those 6 national Wushu championships, Gina Iniong undefeated in Wushu, 14-0. Brings in a mixed martial arts record of 7-4, 2 knockouts, 2 submissions. You feel that a win for either of these ladies tonight would put them only one more win away from possibly a world title tilt.
You know, with the atomweight world champion Angela Lee going up to face Zhong Jingna for the strawweight world title, the atomweight division right now is wide open. Nice little takedown there from Gina.
Oh, middle position! The shadow cat gets out, and Gina reverses.
Trying to give up, might give up an arm.
Oh, Gina Iniong back on top! How do you do? What a start from both of these warriors. Just 2 minutes down, first round set for 3 inside the guard of the young Shadow Cat. And she posture up here, Iniong, and work her ground and pound.
Jihin Ranzuan's got a very good guard. You know, we saw her, snatch up a lot of submissions, so she's very active off her back. Gina Iniong, gotta be careful.
Chance go up for Gina Iniong, the 6-time Philippine Wushu champion. Jihin Ranzuan, 20 years old, undefeated 4-0. Also a very impressive one-time kickboxing record of 19-1. The Wushu world champion, and the pin gets back to her feet and throws a hunting knee.
Nice little escape there from Ranzuan to get back to her feet and land a knee on the way back up.
Ranzuan, one of 110 martial arts world champions we have on the 500-plus athlete roster here at One Championship. We really are the home of martial arts champions. Right hand smack bang from Iniong. Backed up the Shadow Cat.
Beautiful sidestep there as Ranzuan tried to throw that push kick. Gina Iniong stepped off to the side and was able to land that right hand.
That right hand has worked a treat for Gina. Tries to thrust out a Wushu side kick. Overhand right, curl to the chest of Ranzuan. Ranzuan overhand left, double forearms guard against the counter right hand. Gina high on the balls of her feet. Look to put on a little size, a little muscle Gina Iniong. She's looking good at the moment. Drills the right hand into the breadbasket of the Malaysia. A clinch up, jump to the knees for Jihin Ranzuan.
See, Ranzuan's trying to get into that clinch. She's trying to get tight, trying to get the body lock on Gina Iniong. But as she's doing that, she's walking forward, and she's not putting out that jab. She has to put out that jab, maybe enter with some kicks, because you're seeing that Gina Iniong is able to time that right hand very well as Ranzuan's coming in.
Under 1 minute remaining in what has been a fantastically entertaining opening round. The opportunity earlier on, the mount position for Jihin Ranzuan was soon referred from Gina Iniong in the stand-up. It's been Gina who's been the more dominant. Her right hand has worked a treat so far. 2 Wushu champions. Ranzuan, a world champion. Iniong, a national champion 6 times. Undefeated in Wushu, Gina Iniong. So many champions are here ringside as well in Bangkok. Adriano Moraes, Luke Stamp Fairtex is here too. The luminaries have turned out for a star-studded card at One Championship Clash of Legends. Nice little knee on the inside there from Iniong, and we go to the tag.
Good control up against the corner there from Gina Iniong. She was able to stop a lot of the takedown attempts. You could see what Jihin was trying to do, but Gina Iniong was able to control a lot of these clinch positions. Here's that beautiful takedown there as Gina Iniong was trying to go for the trip. It was almost like a sacrifice throw from Jihin Ranzuan to get it down, try the reversal, but then Gina Iniong was able to reverse it, get on top, and then Jihin was able to scramble back up. Here's the knee she lands on the exit, boom. And you can hear, I don't know if you guys at home can hear this, but this is vintage Jihin Ranzuan. She screams in between rounds. She tries to fire herself up and she just channels that shadow cat mentality. She starts screaming at herself to pump herself up for the next round.
I debate that anyone at 20 years old can have anything vintage about them, Mitch.
I think they can.
Here we go, second round of action. The Wushu World Champion, Jihin Ranzuan, in the pink and black bounds out of her corner. The six-time Philippine National Wushu Champion, Gina Iniong, again lands the straight right hand. Then goes down the body. Roundhouse kick from Gina. Ranzuan, outside leg kick, edges forward, throws a left roundhouse kick to the ribs. Striking volume of these two athletes has been phenomenal. Now we're on the ground. Top position for Gina Iniong.
Iniong told me
posture up and put Gina on her back. She's got some heavy ground and pound, but no, go back to the feet.
She told me she wanted to test the ground game. She wanted to see it as how these improvements she's been trying to make, how they're going to pay dividends tonight, and she's doing it. She's taking, Jihin down, who has seemed to have a grappling advantage. We saw her have the grappling advantage over the grappling lady, the go-go lady, Jenny Huang, and she out-grappled her. She outworked her for 15 minutes. And Gina Iniong is not scared to take this to the ground and start doing work from there.
And Chen right on top of these two phenomenal champions. Little popping right hand there from Jihin Ranzuan. Knee on the inside 5 into the outside 5 from Gina Iniong.
Like those knees to the legs right there. Soften her up. That's going to pay off later in the round. Just keep throwing those knees to the legs. Soften those legs up. Those hurt.
Downward elbow to the collarbone there from Ranzuan. Drops levels to Gina Iniong. Mitch, what about this phenomenal support the Filipinos have turned out in their thousands tonight here in Bangkok to support Gina Iniong?
Man, the Filipino fans will travel to support one of their own. Some of the biggest support we've ever seen comes from the Filipino fans.
And a big hello to all of our Filipino fans watching live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Hope you're enjoying it. Chance for the knees here for Gina, and referee Kim Ching decides he's seen enough. Gina resets the right hand, behind the balls a little bit, drops it to the midsection of Ranzuan. Jab 2 there from Gina, circles off to her right. Iniong dancing here. Big right hand again from the Filipina. The six-time national Wushu champion, outstriking the world Wushu champion.
Not seeing the feints from Jihin that she told me she was going to throw. She said she was going to throw a lot of feints to get in the reaction out of Gina Iniong, who's a counter striker, who likes to wait for a reaction and then come back. But Jihin was not doing it. Melvin, her coach, told me that she doesn't listen to the game plan sometimes. She gets too caught up in the emotion of the situation.
Mitch, we saw the crazy professor, Mark Sanjel, in the corner there of Gina Iniong. There he is, left of screen. What would Mark be telling Gina right now?
Right now, he's got to deal with that overhook. You can see that Jihin has got that overhook on that right side, and she's trying to hip escape out there. She's got to posture up, and she's got to start doing damage. She has the opportunity here. She has that space. That overhook is not going to hold her there, but you can see the guard there is trying. She's got a butterfly hook on the inside of the hip. She's just trying to set up possibly a submission. Gina has got to get her hands off the mat. You can't have your hands pinned to the mat. You give your opponent too many opportunities. You put your hands on the mat, somebody's going to take something home on you. The higher you mess with a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete. She's got to get a little bit postured up and start throwing those shots. Right there, yeah, now she's got to create that space. Jihin wasn't holding on to the head before. Now she's holding on to the head because she doesn't want that posture to be manipulated. Get her head up, she can start throwing shots.
We know that Gina Iniong has some heavy ground and pound. Can Ranzuan find a way back to her feet? Yes, she can, the Wushu World Champion. She takes a corking knee to the outside and inside left thigh. Under 60 seconds remaining, second round of 3. Tremendous contact. Takedown there from Iniong. She goes to side control. Cuts in the hip to the Filipina.
Good job from Gina to get this back down to the match and be in a side control position. That's a good way to end the match. You can see what Jihin's trying to do. She's trying to wrap up the legs to create a little bit of space. Now she's going to bridge out.
Jihin Ranzuan undefeated 4 years old. Only 16 years old. The great Malaysian hope. And Gina Iniong inside of half guard. Can she posture up here? Can she land some ground and pound? Maybe move to side control again. You see Jihin puts her back inside the full guard and closes that guard.
Like how she's got the hands on the biceps. Good control of the arms from Iniong. And then she's starting to throw ground and pound. Keep your hands off the mat, Gina. Keep your hands on the body of Ranzuan and start throwing those punches.
2 rounds down and 1 remaining. Gina Iniong, 6-time National Wushu Champion. Jihin Ranzuan, World Wushu Champion. There's our World Champion, Adriano Moraes. Great to see the champ in the house match.
Adriano Moraes reclaimed his World Championship in a barn burner of a match with Jihin Eustaquio just a little while ago. And he's here enjoying the festivities at Bangkok Martial Arts Event Week. Good second round from Gina Iniong there, coming out and really putting on a performance. This is really her coming out party. She's doing everything she said she was going to do. She said she was going to control the stand-up engagements, but then also control the ground engagements as well. She's got good position. She's dropping a lot of ground and pound.
Third and final round. Great crowd inside the massive Impact Arena in Bangkok, Thailand. The One Championship Clash of Legends. And once again, the Wushu World Champion, Jihin Ranzuan, bounds out of her corner, goes to work with the legs of Iniong. Iniong, the 6-time Philippine National Champion, tries to clinch up with her. The right hand of Iniong has been her #1 weapon. I go to ground early in this round. Let's see what Ranzuan can do off her back here, Dragon.
You can see Ranzuan trying to go for that Uchimata. She had the whizzer on the right side there, and she was trying to put her leg in between the legs of Gina Iniong. But Iniong was able to control the balance, had good hips, was able to keep herself centered, and then drop into the guard of Ranzuan. That's why we've seen a lot of the ground engagements here in this match, is we're seeing Ranzuan in the guard, but Gina's able to control the hands. Watch how she controls the arms of Ranzuan. She puts her hands on the biceps, and she's not allowing Ranzuan to be active. We saw Ranzuan get a submission victory over Puja Tomar when she slapped on that triangle, and Gina's negating a lot of that.
Mitch, how impressive is it to see 2 phenomenal Wushu champions just continue in leaps and bounds to improve their ground game like we're seeing tonight?
And we've seen it over and over again. One championship athletes are not just one-dimensional, one-trick ponies. They are all-around athletes. It's interesting because the stand-up battle, Ranzuan is a world champion in Wushu. Gina is just a Filipino champion, and we're seeing her
6 times. 6 times.
Oh, 6 times, but it just goes to show you the level of training they have out there at Team Lakai. You know, how that mastermind Sangyo's over there picking these guys apart. You know, she might only be a Filipino champion, but she's outworking a world champion on her feet.
Inside the guard of the world champion, Jihin Ranzuan. And she break free here, posture up and land the ground and pound Gina Iniong. They call her conviction. She takes the nickname off Gina Carano, her inspiration, her idol. She certainly had conviction, especially with the right hand tonight. Good duck under and clinch there from Iniong. Top position now for the Filipina. Last line. Drives a knee into the midsection of Ranzuan. A Wushu World Champion on her back again here against the ropes.
With hips, you can see what Ranzuan was trying to do. She was trying to get her foot control onto the hips of Gina Iniong so she could create a little bit of space. But those subtle little movements of Gina Iniong's hips, and Ranzuan couldn't control the hips, and she was sliding off of Gina Iniong, and Iniong was able to maintain the position again. You can see her trying to go for a triangle there, but Gina was wise to it, able to stay on top. Now she's in half guard, bringing down punches. Let's
Philippine fans here in Bangkok rally again for Gina Iniong. Is Jihin Ranzuan staring down the barrel of her first ever loss? She comes in tonight 4-0, undefeated, a wushu world champion. But as the Dragon said, she's been outstruck on the feet by a 6-time Philippine national wushu champion. And on the ground too, conviction is in control. Close guard here from the Shadow Cat.
I think it's, she's 19-1 in Muay Thai and kickboxing matches, Ranzuan is. And so I think she suffered that first loss early in her career. So she was able to rattle off 10 consecutive wins after that first loss. So there's no harm in getting that first loss out of the way, especially as a veteran like Gina Iniong here.
Back elbow.
Controlling all 13 minutes of this match so far.
Now, global mixed martial arts rule set. The bout is judged in its entirety, not round by round. There is now 1 minute 10 remaining to see if Jihin Ranzuan can somehow swing the pendulum. Can she take the winner's medal back to Malaysia, or will it go back to Baguio City in the Philippines? Elbow there from Ranzuan, didn't really have the commitment behind it though. Knees from Gina Iniong. And again, the 6-time Philippine wushu champion. Well, now finds herself in her back top position for Ranzuan. What can she do? Is she going to mount it for a second time? Yes, she does. The grounded pound from the Shadow Cat now. And she takes the back. The hooks are in. And she flipped around like a Filipino pancake.
Oh, look at Jihin Ranzuan. The sacrifice blow she was able to use. Gina Iniong's momentum against her. Now she's got 30 seconds.
This is what Ranzuan's been waiting for. This is her chance. Can she flip around? She's trying. The hooks are in. She's trying. Wants to stop her up a little more. The seconds are ticking down. Can she choke her out? Final 10 seconds. Iniong's going to survive. Ranzuan softens her up a little more with the heels. And that's it. A tremendous contest.
Wow, another couple more minutes and it might have gone Ranzuan's way, but how do you guys see that? All the work that Gina Iniong was able to do, but in those last minutes, the dominant position. Look at this, check out Ranzuan, able to get the feet on the hips. That's what Gina was having difficulty. She was doing really well with the entire time. But watch the sacrifice here of Ranzuan. She's able to tie up the arms, use the momentum against Gina Iniong, and sweep her back onto her feet. A beautiful takedown from, it looked like Gina Iniong was doing it, but it was actually Ranzuan was doing it. Beautiful finish. Last about 90 seconds there was all Ranzuan. And that just goes to show her that she is dangerous at any point in the match. But most of that match was dominated and controlled by Gina Iniong.
When you're watching in 138 countries, do you give it to the world wushu champion Jihin Ranzuan or the 6-time Philippine national wushu champion Gina Iniong? This crowd will go into meltdown mode if Iniong gets the nod here. Let's go to Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores this contest in favor of the blue corner. Judge number 2 scores this contest in favor of the red corner. And judge number 3 scores this contest in favor of your winner by split decision from the red corner, Gina
Iniong brings the house down. A split decision win